used to think I wasn't a disciplined person. I would set goals and not hit them. I'd start routines and quit right after a week. I watched other people wake up at 5 a.m., work 12-hour shifts, build empires, and I thought something was wrong with me. Like I was just missing this discipline gene or something. But when I became a millionaire by the age of 23, it wasn't because I suddenly got more willpower or learned how to suffer better than everyone else. It was because I realized that everything I have been taught about discipline was completely wrong. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself to do things you hate. It's not about waking up at 5 a.m. It's definitely not about being a morning person or even pushing yourself into success. Real discipline, it's about alignment. And once I understood that, everything changed. Today, I'm gonna be breaking down what discipline actually is for women that are actually building wealth and why you're not undisciplined, you are just disciplined in the wrong things. Let's get right into it. So here's the first thing that you need to understand. You think you're undisciplined, but actually you're not. You are disciplined. You're extremely disciplined. It's just at the things that don't make you money. Think of your life and your hobbies. What are the things that you do every single day that you love doing, that you enjoy it, and you keep doing it? Watching TV, maybe it's going to school, maybe doing the homework that you have to do, maybe it is calling your friends for hours, scrolling on social media. There's a lot of things in your life that you keep doing all the time, whether they're good habits or bad habits. For me, I would go to the gym every single day because I enjoyed working out. And no matter what the day is, no matter if I'm having a good or a bad day, I still showed up and had an amazing workout. I was just extremely disciplined at the things that don't really serve my future and me building that wealth. I was disciplined for showing up for every single person, all my friends when they needed me. I was there, but I was not disciplined at showing up for myself. When I said I'm gonna do something, I wouldn't do it. But when I told my friend, I would actually come to dinner. I would go to her birthday party. I would chill with her on the weekend. I did that, and there was nothing in the world that would stop me from doing what I said I'm gonna do. But when it always came to me, the plans that I tell myself about success, about skills that I had to learn to make money, I've always came with excuses. As women, we are taught to be quiet, to diet, be skinny, make yourself smaller, don't speak up around men, don't make too much noise. But wealthy women, they actually use their discipline to expand. They actually want to speak up. They want to take up space. They want to ask questions. So the shift was, I stopped asking myself, how do I force myself to do this because that's discipline? I started to say, who do I need to become for this to actually feel natural? So you're just not undisciplined. You're just disciplined at the wrong things. I was undisciplined at school. I would not show up. I would not do the assignments. I would not be excited. It felt like the biggest drag. And it was truly because school was not teaching me anything that I could truly apply. I'm someone who loves learning something and then applying it in real life and making money from what I'm actually learning. And that only happened when I started learning about business outside of school, outside of university, where I'm like, wait, this is like real life business. And I took that and I started effortlessly wanting to become a better speaker, wanting to become strict with when I wake up because I wanted more hours in my day to try more things in the business, to talk to more people in business, to watch more videos for me to become better, to talk to mentors, to seek mentorship, to truly just feed myself the knowledge that I had to feed myself in order to get to the next level. It suddenly was actually very exciting for me because I loved money, I loved achieving, I loved success, I love being in the real world of success, especially when it comes to businesses that I'm interested in. Discipline was the easiest thing. I wanted to wake up early. I wanted to go to bed late. I wanted to pour into myself and learn and become the best speaker, become the best presenter, become the best communicator, learn sales, learn investing and trading, master the game, because they were just aligned with what I truly desire, like what are my goals. So look at your goals, find something that you're so passionate about, and then reverse engineer, okay, how can I get there? And then once you know the steps, you're like, I'm actually excited to do these boring things. I'm not forcing it. I actually want to do them because I know they're gonna get me to this end result, the goal that I truly desire in this life. This is where most women actually mess up. The problem is you think discipline should actually hurt you and it should feel like the worst thing ever. So you actually start creating some crazy, insane routines. You can't even sustain them because they actually just, you cannot live life like that. If your discipline feels like a punishment, I'm just the person that's gonna be telling you that it won't last. You need to have sustainable discipline that it can feel boring and repetitive, but not brutal. So some of the things that I added in my routine, guys, I was never gonna wake up at 4 a.m. That is not me. I don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. But what I started doing is waking up at 5:30 to 6 a.m. So I wake up and I'm ready to go. I'm pouring into myself. When I pour into myself, I have knowledge. And naturally, you feel powerful and you want to share it with other people. It was boring because I'm reading a book every single day. I'm pouring into myself. I'm showing up on social media. But it was not brutal that I couldn't do it. It almost actually slowly started becoming part of really who I am to my core. Like, if I don't do these things, I feel a little bit awkward. But again, make sure you're doing things that are actually gonna serve you to get to your goals. Reading, pouring, mentorship, showing up every single day. Just lower the bar until discipline actually feels easy. Discipline should feel like maintenance, not that you're running a whole warfare out there. And that all drove me because I've always wanted the soft life. Shop whenever you want, travel whenever you want, have the freedom, live whatever you want, spend how much you actually want. But to have that soft life, I needed to have that sustainable maintenance of habits that I can do for years to actually get to my goal. Because we know, like, these brutal discipline habits, the goal is not to do them for a month, for 3 months, for 6 months to get rich. The goal is to have habits that you can do them for a decade. And then you're gonna look back at your life and you're like, wow, I'm so far ahead from every single person that I started with because I just got 1% better every single day. Now, here's what actually changes everything, right? You're trying to be disciplined in an environment that probably is designed for failure, and you're making the same decisions over and over every single day because of where you are, your location, your environment. This has the biggest impact on the decisions and the habits and the routines. Your environment determines 80% of your behavior, whether you live with your parents, whether you're around people that are maybe partying every single weekend and doing things that you shouldn't be doing. That will influence how much your discipline is gonna hurt or not hurt. Because think about it, if you have people around you that are getting better every single day, they are pouring into themselves, they are learning about business, they wake up and they're excited to work their business, to make more money, to record for social media, to post and build the biggest brand out there. It doesn't really feel like the biggest chore out there because you're surrounded by these people. But if you feel like all my friends are just partying, having fun, traveling, you almost feel that FOMO. They're doing the fun things for the moment that makes it a little bit hard for you to be even disciplined. So environment is very important, and the people in that environment are even more important. So I had to understand that disciplined people, they also make fewer decisions. They decide once and then they build a system that, okay, I'm gonna do it every single day. So I don't have 1,000 decisions I'm making, and then I feel drained when it comes to creativity, when it comes to actually making money in business. So the friction that usually makes discipline hard, whatever it is, remove it. Is it a friend, a country, an app? Is it food that you don't need to have in your home? Whatever makes discipline hard, remove it, eliminate it immediately. Make it easier for yourself to be disciplined. So for me, I have my office, and in my office, I literally have my book that I journal in. I have my books that I read from. I have a station where I can have my laptop and I watch YouTube. So as soon as I go downstairs from my bed, I can just sit there and it's all placed in the right spots for me to just sit and learn and study and get better, and then I can lock in. Same thing with recording, same thing with building my brand on social media. I have all the equipment that I need at my home, so I can put the ring light, put the tripod, put the camera, start recording, boom, we have content. So what's one decision you can actually make today that eliminates 10 decisions that you have to make tomorrow? You always have to make the right choice, the easiest choice, so you can continuously make that choice. This is why on Sunday, I make the plans for the week. So on Monday, I have a very smooth week that I'm executing, going at it, achieving every single thing, making the money that people don't even dream of making. But because we plan in advance, and then when it comes to Monday, we start executing and hunting. So here's the final thing that you need to understand. The problem is you are probably right now disciplined at saving money, but not at making it. You're disciplined at doing everything yourself, not at delegating it to people that you can hire that can expand your business. So the reality is, broke people discipline themselves into actually scarcity. So you have to stop being disciplined at the broke behaviors, like saving pennies, saying yes to everyone, letting everyone run my day and my life because I want to seem nice and I don't want to lose friends and I want to keep friendships even though they don't even serve me. Start being disciplined at wealthy behaviors, like investing in yourself, protecting your time, saying no, investing your money. Redirect your discipline toward growth, not restriction. So what did that look for me? That looked like eliminating all the friends that are not really friends. You know, when you keep people around you just because you want to be nice? I made sure if we're not really that cool, I don't need to talk to you every single day. Matter of fact, you don't need to even have my phone number. I have my core circle of 1-2 friends, and that's it. Even when it comes time to spending time with family, I limited that time because there was a season where I had to say no to just chilling around dinner table and just talking about nonsense. Now that is beautiful memories that you can create. But in a season of growth, in a season where me achieving the goals that I want, that was time I could not afford. But I also had to sit down with my family and I explained that to them so they don't resent me as their daughter. Same thing goes to, oh, I'm not gonna have this coffee. Oh, I'm not worried about saving pennies. My only thought is, how can I save my time? How can I save my energy for things that only make me more money? So I am thinking like a wealthy person and investing in myself, because investing in myself is the only thing that will always pay off. So what does this all mean? The real discipline is 1,000% boring. It's the same thing every single day. It's not exciting. It's not maybe Instagram even worthy. It's the journaling, it's the reading, it's the pouring into yourself, it's figuring out the business, it's the ups and the downs. It's making sure you're getting better as a person every single day. But discipline isn't about suffering more than everyone else. It's just about alignment between who you are and what you do and who you want to be. So when discipline feels natural, then you're actually doing it right. So you're not undisciplined, you're just disciplined at the wrong things. The woman that you want to become doesn't need more willpower or superpower. She needs better alignment with the habits, the behaviors, the things that you're doing daily, because whatever that is gonna make you eventually will lead you to achieving your goals. That is the real discipline. And of course, if you're ready to build a business that actually aligns with who you actually are, makes you money every single week, no matter what industry and business, we help businesses grow their brands on social media in a way that have never done before. Link in the description, and make sure you find the right behaviors that you can be doing every single day that will get you to your goals that you desire more than anything in this life. And until then, let's make $1 million or two. Ciao, ciao.